Hey guys, it's Joe.
And I'm Da.
And this is the Joda Podcast.
Welcome.
Hey. It's been a while since we've been able to do a podcast. Lots of things going on. Busy with work and Mother's Day
and winter being over.
Yeah, thank God. But we're going to be talking today, if you couldn't tell, by what's
Willie
his name?
the Walleye.
Willie the Walleye behind us.
Him.
It's fishing season now. This past weekend, we had the Governor's Fishing Opener here in Minnesota. I went with some of the guys at work and went out on Lake Winnebagoshus. Didn't get any fish, but it was still a fun weekend. And now Amanda and I are getting ready. We've already been out once.
Yep, we got our license and went out, and I caught nothing. You got 3.
I got some little ones. We're going to show you a video. We're going to show you a little bit of a video of the day, some of our mighty catches. But first, I wanted to talk to you about legacy of fishing.
What is that?
Did you have a legacy of fishing growing up? Did you go fishing a lot? Did anybody take you fishing?
No. And I think my dad might have taken me once when I was really little. Or maybe it was an uncle. I don't know. I remember being in my 20s and feeling like I've never fished and someone took me fishing. It was an ex of mine, and it was like a group of us that went, and I caught something, and I didn't know what to do, and so I turned around and started running backwards, trying to bring the fish onto shore.
She didn't know really.
So that shows you the lack of legacy that I had, but I know that you had a good legacy of fishing.
Yeah. My Grandpa Thompson, my mom's dad.
Mm-hmm. Who he looks a lot like.
Yeah. He was an avid fisherman, avid hunter, an outdoorsman. He loved it. And from a very young age, he taught me how to fish. My very first fishing pole, which I still have, it's hanging up in our garage, is a really long bamboo fishing pole. And he put a reel on it for me and put a bobber on there. And he taught me how to put the worm on the hook and get it out there, and he taught me the basics. And when I would visit him when he was living up on Lake Erie, we would go into the little inlets and ponds around the lake and go fishing. A lot of perch fishing there, some walleye fishing. Grandpa and his friends would catch walleye on Lake Erie. I never did. I caught perch though.
But you would catch and clean them and eat them.
Yeah, Grandpa was a firm believer in you eat what you catch. If it was big enough to keep, you kept it and you ate it. We pretty much just practiced catch and release.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of fish. I didn't grow up eating fish, so I'm not really a fan of fish. You will once in a while.
I will eat fish. It's not my favorite food in the world, but I'll eat it. I like it breaded, and I like, tartar sauce with it.
The more unhealthier, the better.
Yeah, But then when Grandma and Grandpa moved down towards Mount Vernon, Ohio area, around where we were living at the time, there was a pond walking distance from our house, and we would go there all the time and fish. And I just remember it was me and Grandpa's thing. I believe he got me my first tackle box.
And you still have that, don't you?
And I still have it. He got me my first bits of lures and things like that. And when he passed away, I inherited his tackle box and all his lures and everything. I've used them a couple of times. When I lost one lure
in the Mississippi,
in the Mississippi River, I said, no more. I'm not using Grandpa's stuff anymore.
But I think he would be proud that one of his lures is in the Mississippi River.
Maybe.
I think that's fun.
I don't know.
There's a piece of your grandpa out there.
But so I have his lures, his antique lures, in the garage, in his box, and it just makes me remember him when I'm out fishing, and I love it. I love the fact that we have so many places to go fishing here in Minnesota. Ohio, I mean, there's some pretty places, but
you would drive far away.
You have to drive. Here, I mean, there's lakes everywhere in Minnesota. So it's and they're all usually really good fishing.
They're all stocked
fishing
well.
spots.
Yeah, everything I've learned about fishing has come from you.
That's scary.
Which is probably why I don't catch it. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you've caught some. You've caught some big bass.
Yeah, and a big smallmouth bass.
And you caught a walleye.
And a perch.
Perch. I think you did.
Yeah, on Whipple when we were out one time. That was totally accident. I was just watching my shiny lure in the water as we were trolling, and so I just bit on and almost took my rod right out of my hand.
Yeah, she plays with her bait.
Yeah.
And she likes to watch the lure in the water and stuff.
And I like to see where those little school of fish are and put the bait down and just play with it and see how they react. For some reason, that's more fun to me than catching a fish. Joe, he needs to catch a fish to feel like it was a good fishing trip. But for me, I'm just like, I have my favorite lures, and I like to try to play with them and see how other fish react. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like playing in a tub with toys is kind of how I feel I am when it comes to fishing. Wow. But if I catch something cool, if not, totally fine.
And fishing is our way of spending time with one another. Since we don't have a ton of money to go and travel and do things, this is our way of getting away from the television, getting out of the house,
sitting by some water,
sitting by the water on a beautiful day.
My best naps have been by the water here.
And just to enjoy the sun glistening off the water. And if you catch fish, that's awesome too.
Yeah.
And so it's and I'm glad I get to share it with you, and
yay,
that you gave it a chance. There's some wives out there that never would give it a chance, I'm sure.
I like it. And even if I don't fish and I just go to be with Joe, there's very few times that happens. Sometimes, though, I'll put my pole in, and then I'll just cuddle in and take a nap.
Yeah.
I like that. Which
is fine with me. I just want her there with me.
Yeah. I like being out there.
If she's not into the fishing, that's okay.
But sometimes I am.
Sometimes you are.
Sometimes I'm just I'm catching a bass today. I get in the mood where I want to try to challenge myself. But, and I have certain bait that I like, and I play with it a certain way.
This last weekend, or 2 days ago. 2 days ago, we went to Whipple for our first fishing foray of the season together, and we're going to show you some video.
Come with us.
Oh, hello there. How you doing? It's Amanda and my first joint fishing trip today, this year. Woohoo!
Hopefully it'll be our first catch, too.
Our first catch. Let's go.
Go for it.
The first catch of the year.
Winner, fishy dinner. Oh, he's pretty big, actually.
No,
he's little.
He's a small fry.
We've had smaller, though.
But I got him on that itty bitty little bitty hook. Any bigger and I wouldn't have got him.
And he's down.
Sorry. Number 2.
Yay! Hold him up.
The mighty fisherman. I think these are crappies. I don't think they're bluegill. I think they're crappies. Pretty though.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? I wholeheartedly support the Joda Podcast. The podcast, get it? Oh, cast, anyway.
Like and share so they'll throw me back.
Yeah.
So that was it. Hope you enjoyed some of that gripping footage.
Thanks for joining us on our fishing journey. And then, let us know about your fishing journeys down below.
Yeah, what your fishing legacy.
What's your biggest fish that you've caught?
And I'm sure we're going to take you on some other fishing trips through Joda Fishing here in this year. So.
I feel like that's mainly what we do during the summers.
Yep.
Last summer, it was a little difficult here in Minnesota because there was a lot of smoke in the air and we didn't get to do a ton. Because you weren't supposed to be outside a lot last year. So this year, I feel like we're probably going to be out a lot. We'll probably be at the lake more than we're at our house. So we'll give you a change of address if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining us today. And we hope that you have a wonderful day. And if you do go fishing, catch a big one.